Microphones and Monsters is a creative type of production. Special thanks to Mead and Patrick T. Arsenault, our executive producer level supporters from Patreon.
Imagine a place where ancient secrets and unnatural horrors lie dormant. A place where the veil between worlds is thin, and the creatures of the night roam free. On Microphones and Monsters, a ragtag crew of travelers sets sail for one such destination. But beware, dear listener, for the horrors of Fazine are not for the faint of heart.
Where's your closest establishment with food and drink? I require both and rest.
Well, if you're looking for a bar to get a drink, there's Kava's Respite. Just right over there, two buildings down.
I know your face and I know your scent. If I go to this place and I do not enjoy myself, I will find you. I will order 2 hunks of meat and 1 gallon of beer to start off.
Let's go to the other 3.
The responsible members
The
of the party.
responsible adults.
All right. So how are y'all trying to find your way to the stockade?
Oh, they're in the stockade? Do they have enough stockade for that? Are they like stacked on top of each other?
Yeah, it's like
Well,
bunk
no,
beds.
like the
like
whole
a cheerleader pyramid?
the whole prison is called the whole
That's
jail is
wonderful
called
imagery.
the building is called the stockade.
Right.
Like,
They're not
Oh,
they're not
okay.
each in stocks. They're just in the
yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm just imagining an entire pyramid structure of stocks with like all of them in the pyramid in stocks.
littlest on top.
The guy
town
at the
drunk
bottom
at the
just
top
terrified
throwing
his
up.
neck's gonna snap from the weight.
It's kind of amazing.
All right. How are y'all trying to find your way around?
Well, someone probably needs to ask where it is, or well, I mean, I've got a passive perception of 18. Do I see a sign that says stockade this way or jail or something?
You know, that's a good place to start.
Looking at signs, nothing jumps out at you right away. Like,
Okay.
I think I'm sure that there will be a number of like guards posted here, there, or wherever.
yeah, definitely.
So I'm gonna Lucius will go and try and ask one of the guards about where the stockades are.
Okay. Yeah, they are. It seems like they're just as like kind of feigned disinterest, like the guards that you walked past coming in, but seems like they're very used to giving people directions. So like walking up to them, you saw them give somebody a direction. So they just point down. You just go down this road and take a left.
And
And
thank you, my good man.
You can't miss it. And there's a really nice garden out front, like a nice garden.
Well, thank you. You have a wonderful day.
Yeah,
Call,
no problem.
call him
Take
a
care.
random name.
And
Bye now.
as he's saying, take care, his eyes are already like looking around somewhere else.
Fare thee well, Ferguson.
Thanks, Larry.
So
So we will go that direction.
Yeah. Is the city like a hustle and bustle kind of city? Like, is there like lots of motion in the streets, or is it pretty well organized?
It's pretty bustling, like, yeah, and it's nice, like it's clean, it smells great, like it's not what you're used to in the city that you were in.
In the city.
I don't know how much
Farzine.
Lucius would like pull from that, but definitely Izzy and Rufus, like this is something completely different for
Yeah.
city life.
Oh yeah.
Well, Izzodath is going to be feeling a little overwhelmed too, because she's still
Yeah.
not used to being around a lot of people, hasn't always been treated the best. So she's maybe like hugged up against Lucius a little as they're walking.
But yeah, so yeah, I'd say we just go ahead and go to where the guard pointed us.
Right.
Sarah, is your character
Yep.
a Cabbage Patch Kid?
Cannot confirm nor deny.
Okay. I'm trying to put the pieces together.
Does she have the signature?
And if it matters at all, I have the City Secrets feature as an urchin. So when we're not in combat, me and companions I lead can travel between any two locations in the city twice as fast as our speed would normally allow.
Let's take the sewer.
So I'm like, okay, guys, I got it. Follow me. And I just start running out in front of them, and we start going.
Darting around, like identifying like holes in the crowds.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're just like,
looking for like side streets and stuff.
But it's coming out. Meow, meow. You're just like scaring people as you're running.
What the fuck is that cat doing?
That darn cat.
That's the most talkative Dreamlands cat I've ever seen.
He's soliciting.
Cats.
Get him.
We're taking a short break to support our sponsors who help make Microphones and Monsters possible. While we're away, head over to patreon.com/creativetypo and join our Patreon. You'll access ad-free episodes, bonus content, and exclusive Microphones and Monsters behind-the-scenes sessions. And don't forget to check out another Creative Typo show after the episode.
So the stockade, like every other building within Farzine, is well made and shows no signs of wear or decay. The horseshoe-shaped building has a single entrance, plentiful windows to provide lighting. Upon quick inspection, you note that the windows in the cells, in addition to being smaller than the rest, are barred and doesn't look like they have a way of opening.
Seems pretty standard for a jail.
So it definitely stands out as a jail.
Guess we push
Walk
forward
with
to the
path.
door.
You got a nice
Yeah.
like sand and like stone like Zen garden on the left side, and then there's like tropical stuff on the right.
Rufus, there's a
Tropical
litter box.
plants and stuff.
I gotta go right now.
Oh god.
The prison's rehabilitation program and public works program is really paying off.
I don't want to mess up that garden. It looks pretty.
Looks pretty.
Although I do have to say it's kind of interesting for there to be like a garden like this at like what is essentially a jail.
Yeah.
You gotta have the prisoners do something.
Highfalutin.
Get out there with a rake and make pretty circles in the sand.
That'll teach you.
The
Stop
warden is
dragging your
very
shackles.
eccentric.
You're messing up the ripples.
Why do we have all of these gardens? I don't know. They're just you, fuckstick. Sorry.
You should be.
All right. Yeah, so the courtyard is a curving path, leads to the front of the jail. On one side of the path is a large sand garden with swirling shapes, strategically placed rocks, and two miniature perfectly trimmed trees. On the other side of the path is a manicured lawn and assorted of palms, grasses, and brightly colored flowers. A pair of heavily constructed double doors marks the entrance to the stockade. So, yeah, you can walk along the path, go to the big double doors.
Yep.
Yes.
We gotta save our friends.
Mm-hmm.
I have to testify.
Okay. So as soon as you open the door, Mamau is working at the front and greets you. And she looks very tired. She's, good morning. I
Yes.
see
Good
you
morning.
made it to Farzine. Welcome to Farzine.
Yes.
Hi,
indeed.
Mamau.
Mamau, was it?
Yes, I believe your name was Lucius.
Yes, that is correct.
My name's Rufus. I don't know if you asked my name.
She just looks at the cat.
Yes, his name is Rufus.
Rufus.
Thank you, Lucius.
Yes.
And this is Izzodath.
She waves her flowery hand at her.
My pleasure.
And then she falls asleep on her feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
she's
might even
like,
shake she's
Very,
rude.
very tired.
It's been a very long night, and I am ready for my shift to be over, and I am waiting on my relief to come in.
Grueling hours in the Zen garden.
She's like, we've got your companions in cell number 2, and I have your captain's pack here.
So, what can we expect as far as the proceedings?
Well, the proceedings will be handled tomorrow. I will need you to return tomorrow, and you'll be able to present the case for your companions, your mates. Now, what
Before
was
that-
this? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to make a silly joke.
Oh, okay.
Proceed.
Please go ahead.
But before that, they will be put to death later this evening.
Don't worry about the details.
I have asked the priest to come, and per the laws of Farzine, they are to retrieve their belongings.
But they didn't buy them yet.
But, yeah. Are you all going to say anything with him saying that?
Oh, I don't know.
No, not in this particular case.
So they have not arrived yet, but I was not expecting you this early.
Well, we were somewhat motivated to get here so that we could make sure we wouldn't be too late.
Okay. Well, you don't have anything to worry about. Your mates are safe here. They will be well fed as well. Is there any questions you have for me? We have to wait on the magistrate tomorrow.
I'm sure there are many other questions that I could ask you, but I think I will at least grant you a little bit of respite in that you don't have to answer my questions being so tired.
I think I can handle a couple questions if you need help getting around since you are new to Farzine.
Very well. And he'll turn back to Izzy and Rufus. So, what are you thinking on food? I know I'm feeling quite hungry at this point.
I could certainly eat.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. That was a long walk. I did
Yes.
a lot of fighting.
And he'll turn back to Mamau. So, is there maybe a place that you would recommend to be able to get some food?
Well,
And perhaps a place where we can get accommodations.
There's that shithole Kava's.
They need not be the same place, but if they were, that would be nice.
We only send losers there. Everybody else goes over to the fighter establishments.
Yeah.
if you are looking for nice and clean accommodations, the Port of Call, it's an inn, and it has affordable rooms for rent with clean rooms, and they have an excellent kava. It is one of my favorite locations to get kava.
What's kava?
I don't know. Mamau, what exactly is kava?
It is a drink made from the kava plant that we grow on the island. It is known for its relaxing and sedative effects.
Oh, I see. So it's used for relaxation.
Some use it for religious reasons to, like, hallucinate in large quantities. as
Yes. The religious hallucinations I'm very familiar with.
I don't want that.
You know, some
Lucius.
people call it benders, other people call it sacraments.
It's a
But-
religious experience.
So, but I recommend at least a cup before bed. Just warmed up. It's quite nice.
Well, I will definitely have to give that a try. Thank you.
Yes, I will love to partake in your sleepy time peyote.
If you are looking for something more
Lame.
something
If
more,
you're just a square, like
if you're just
We've had
looking
other
to
drinks.
drink and
I'm a
have a
square.
good time, I recommend Kava's Respite.
That's the one that look did Xerothin went to.
You could buy Kava by the gallon.
I don't know if I want to see Xerothin on a gallon of kava.
Why are the walls screaming at me? I'm gonna scream you!
I would say the accommodations that they have for sleeping is not ideal unless you absolutely need a place.
Izzodath at this point is going to kind of turn to Lucius too and just be like, I don't have any money.
That's okay. I've got some money.
Thank you, Rufus.
And if you have coin to spare, there is the Albatross. And you can't miss it. It is a 3-story building that is very, very upscale.
Has a big bird on the top.
They have a welcome mat.
Well, I thank you for the options. It is definitely good to have some amount of choice in the matter. So we will go off and arrange for those accommodations, and I suppose we will see you tomorrow.
What time?
Okay.
Yes, about what time would these proceedings be taking place tomorrow?
Rufus really wants to make sure we don't miss it. It's in character.
Well, the magistrates should have processed them by noon at the latest.
Wait, so does that mean that we need to be here before noon for the processing, or does the part where we come in come after they've been processed?
If you get here after
The
noon,
part where
they'll
you
be
come in
ground
comes
up.
after they're processed.
After the
Okay.
cock crows, but before the axe falls.
Okay, I understand. So we will be here by noon.
Very well. Now, Obed, the shipwright, is pretty good about collecting up the destroyed ships that go down in storm, or that are torn up in storms. You would probably want to go and check with him to see if he has your ship and see what it would take to repair.
That's a good idea. Captain Sensa should do that, and she's with us as well as Aiden. Probably.
Probably,
They're
maybe, we don't know.
Yeah,
didn't
where
think
did
about
they
it.
go? I don't remember.
They were with us when we got to the city. We just forgot they
They
existed.
just turned around and they were gone.
Are y'all worried about the Wicklamite still being there
Probably,
yeah.
before you move on?
I would be lying if I said I wasn't worried about it, but at the same time, I'm also worried about trying to confront that right now.
Okay.
I mean, at least in Lucius's mind, this is kind of like you have to kind of go by the rules and go by the books, and so this is all going to be a part of what's resolved tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Well, she says, I believe the priest of Got will be here sometime today. I sent for them.
The priests aren't supposed to get the Wickermite. Lucius.
And
Well, yes, I know. I don't want them to get the Wicklamite either, but I know that there's a process to these types of things, and we need to follow that process.
Where's Captain Sensa? Shouldn't she say something about this?
oh yeah. Well, Captain Sensa walks in
Hi!
with Aiden because I forgot they were around. They should have been with you.
I mentioned that a minute ago.
Okay,
Like,
so
Details,
while you were
Nuance.
doing that, okay, so we're gonna
They went
retcon
off
that
to find some place to stay.
they went to the
To the shipwright?
shipwright. Yeah.
That would make sense.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Their primary concern was the ship.
Yeah. So they come in, and Captain Sensa goes, well, good news. Our ship is still floating. It's out on the docks. Bad news, 1,000 gold to repair it.
Well,
I mean, it's a reasonable price for the job. I wasn't gonna balk at it, but for the amount of damage is done, I feel like 1,000 gold is a deal.
Where are we gonna get
guys-
that money?
I say you guys buy the broken ship from them for 500 gold, and then we own it and fix it up ourselves.
We get
Well,
Xerothin to do it. He'll be happy to.
I'll get you the money.
that just so happened to be
So that's where it came from.
the amount for delivering this cargo.
now, Captain, we had a discussion about this, and I'm sure that you understand my hesitance to actually relinquish this cargo to the priests. This is a very dangerous substance. This isn't something that we can just play with. We can't just allow anyone to use it in whatever means they may want. I am sure there are other ways that we can come by the money to be able to repair the ship.
I agree with you. I was just letting you know that that's the exact amount we needed. But no, I agree with you. So were they letting us take the cargo?
Well, I didn't actually ask. I figure there's a certain process to things, and we probably would need to handle it when we handle things with the crew.
Yeah, and they Mamau did say that they've already called for the priest to come. The priests of God.
Thought the priests
the
were
priests
coming to
have
get
it?
the Wicklamite.
No,
so when she
no.
said-
They're coming today.
She summoned the priest to come and
Okay.
check
So the
out the
priests
cargo.
are going to come and check it out now.
Yeah.
As opposed to tomorrow.
Yeah. Whenever they show up.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Mamau, is there maybe any way that we would be able to meet with these priests that come to inspect the cargo?
She rubs a little tiredness out of her eyes, and she just
I
goes,
just want to go home.
actually do a persuasion check.
Going to be 17.
17.
Nice.
It's with you saying that. She's like, honestly, it is their belongings, and it was your task to deliver it to them. If you go up the mountain, there is a winding path, and it goes to the temple, or the shrine of God. You can deliver it to them and get your payment. Like, she seems to be done with it.
She's just like, fine, you deliver it to them.
Just take it.
But yeah, she's like, don't get the priest of God confused with the priest of the goddess of light. I mean, obviously, you will see lots of goddess of light things around town, but make sure you go up the mountain path. It's quite windy and quite steep, but you will find your way there. You can't miss it. There's a sign.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. You have been supremely helpful.
Yes, of course. And tomorrow, the captain of the watch should be in as well.
Very well. Thank you, and I hope that you do get to some rest.
Thank you. It's been a long night.
Bye, meow meow.
You said meow meow.
Meow, meow, meow.
Falls over
Bye, meow, meow.
asleep.
I forgot the name. I figure if I just say meow meow, it's pretty much what they're going to hear anyway.
Basically the same thing. Then Lucius will go ahead and turn to walk off. Well, after we've taken the stone that she wanted us to take to the priests.
Mm-hmm.
Or the stones, I guess. The Wicklamite.
Yeah.
The Wicklamite.
Varzine. Finally, we're here. I'm so worried about what's ahead. I am getting better with, I guess, my skills. That bone tail. Skeletal tail, I think. Things are coming back slowly. I think being in the jungle helps. But I'll just have to wait and see what's waiting for us in Varzine. Hopefully more memories.
What would you do if I told you that the world is not what it seems?
You're telling me that potato salad is the key to other worlds? Ha! It's not even the best side dish.
And people are not who they appear to be.
I don't know that we can trust Master Douche.
Well, I know for damn sure we can't trust Charles Edward Cheese.
My name's not Mike.
Where puns run rampant through the streets.
The Global Adventurers Guild Master Enterprises will not stand for this.
Well, it's gag me for short, so I'm pretty sure they take everything on their knees, don't they?
And it's hard to tell who the real monsters are.
Well, yeah, it's a mimic. but I'm Francis the Lion.
3 heroes.
You have my sword.
You have my kazoo.
Oh god, my hip.
Face off against 3 villains.
Never again will they enslave me.
We'll make damn sure of that.
I'm Francis the Lion.
We know.
To keep the world of Euphrae from ripping apart.
This damn portal won't close.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
And Tim and Terry from getting even more screwed.
They're totally werewolves.
Yep, they're definitely werewolves.
Holy shit, those guys are werewolves.
Welcome to A Fool's Quest. A Fool's Quest can be found on all major podcasting platforms simply by searching A Fool's Quest.